Alright guys, since we got our shower working now, we're going to focus back on the kitchen. We got most of the rest of our cabinets. We only need a couple more. They didn't have the ones we needed in stock, so we'll have to go back up to finish up. I think, what, two more? We only need two more. So we got the rest of our countertops. So we're going to try to finish as much of the kitchen as we possibly can today. And instead of backsplash,
we're going to use wallpaper. I've been on some home design sites, and it seems like it's coming back in favor with people. So we're going to try wallpaper, and easier, cheaper, and I can change it out later if we get tired of it.
Yep. So after doing the tile bathroom, we decided that
no more tile for us.
It's so labor intensive. It's extremely expensive, and we've been into Home Depot several times looking at tile, and we couldn't decide at all.
Nothing that we really liked.
Yeah. So this we can change easily, and if we want to do tile later on, we always can. So that's what we're gonna do.
Yep.
So this is stick-on wallpaper. We've never used this before. We've wallpapered a lot in the past. But it's always been the pre-glued, right?
Yeah.
And which you put it in the water and pre-pasted.
This is just peel and stick is what this is. It's supposed to be wipeable, so if it gets grease on it or is water resistant, so.
Yeah. She got this stuff. It's called Easy Hang, and supposedly this helps the pre-paste or the
peel and, all of it.
Peel and stick
or it's good for any of it.
So we're gonna spray it says to spray the wall with this first, and then you stick that on there. So. We're only going to run our wallpaper down so far because, we have the countertop, so there's no point in running all the way down. And we are going to be running all the way to the top, though, because we want you just, well, no, we aren't.
We're back and forth on it.
Yeah, we're back and forth on that. What are we doing? I don't know what we're doing.
Well, okay. So we can only get 3 rolls of this. 1 big one and 2 little ones. I don't think we're going to have enough to do all 3 walls.
Yeah.
So our thought was we would only run it as backsplash and then just leave the top painted. But I like the idea of running it all the way up. So we may just run it as far as we can run it and then just have to order more and finish it later.
So this just peels off the back of this thing?
We had to cut 5 foot of it first.
Yeah. Well, let's just, here, let me hold it up there. You just cut it.
No, just leave it like this, I think it's easier. You don't rerun it?
Yep. Yeah, so find whatever. Yeah. That's kind of nice. It's got all the little lines because you can find a line to cut it on. Put on this line there. So drop a comment. Have any of you guys used the wallpaper in your kitchen, or are you all backsplash people? I know wallpaper kind of fell out of favor for quite a long time, and then.
Seems like it's coming back though.
So. Is this? Okay, yeah, the bird's kind of face up. A house we did a long time ago when we were in our early 20s. My grandpa, when he was still alive, he did a lot of wallpaper, so he helped us hang wallpaper, and we realized after the room was done that
it was upside down.
Every one of them. It wasn't birds though; it was a flower print, but all the flowers upside down, and he didn't notice it, and we didn't notice it.
No.
I mean, it looked okay, but
when you looked
at it, you're like, oh yeah.
Got real close to it. I thought I was just supposed to make it extra
that's why we were
sticky.
supposed to have a squeegee. We forgot again when we went back up there.
I know, we talked about that earlier.
No, I thought you meant for.
I said squeegee.
Well, I thought you were talking about the shower.
Oh, well, we were talking about wallpaper.
Yeah, so that's going to be a little bit of a problem. We don't have a squeegee for this wallpaper. We definitely have to have a wash rag a wash rag.
I don't want to do too much of it. Is it as far over as you want to go?
Well, I know, but trying to figure out. See, the spraying it is what allows you to move it.
I think you're just going to have to cut that off. You're getting a big giant wrinkle.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it running against the thing here. I should have had a
squeegee.
Yeah. And so we don't have to go clear the top because our ceiling actually is way down here. So
yeah.
It doesn't really matter for.
No. Well, considering it's not live, I don't think that's going to be an issue.
Well, we got 2 rolls or 2 rows, I guess, up. It's definitely hard to match up the seams. But we got it good. We don't have a squeegee, so I'm using a drywall knife. So I got to be super careful because we don't have our squeegee. Hold on, let me get mine going down in. Trying to get these things lining up good.
Yeah, it does. You can see we got some open spots there and here. That's all going to be covered with trim.
Yep, this piece of trim here goes back on. We just pulled it off to make this easier. So screwed up here.
How so?
Is this a different cabinet?
Oh, yeah, it's gonna turn this way.
Wait, what the heck is wrong with this thing?
Alright, so it's right on the line.
With this hand.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, this one might not be as heavy as the other one. Hold on a second. Alright.
Where you want it?
Right about there. So we get it up a little higher, then you can. Yeah, we got it there. Alright, you can let go.
Oh my gosh. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh, it's gonna look so gorgeous. I don't think it's going to darken it up too much. I mean, with all the white cabinets, we're going to have a light ceiling. It pulls in the white from the wallpaper. I don't think it's going to darken it too much. So same thing. Be super
this is going
careful.
to be hard because there's no room. I don't know how, if you're going to even be able to hold on to it.
Yeah, I can. Right where it needs to be.
Alright, and against the wall. Drop it down a little bit. A little bit more. Alright, probably right about there. Alright.
I think that caught anything, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, did it?
Sucked
Okay.
it right in.
Yeah.
Totally up to you, something to think about, I suppose. She's trying to decide on whether or not to do another, like we could fit an 18-inch cabinet here, or do some open shelving on this side of it. She's not really sure what she wants to do.
Well, I do. I want to do open shelving.
Oh, okay, well, drop a comment, guys. What do you think? Should we just do another 18? Because we're, storage is at a
and I do get that.
a premium, so.
But I feel like I've compromised already because I wanted to do open shelving over here on this wall here, but I've agreed that we're gonna put.
Well, because we need a lot of storage.
We do need storage. It's a small, tiny little house, so we're gonna put a corner cabinet in there with a. We've already got a 24-inch cabinet to go in between that and the window, and then we're also gonna put a, we think 12-inch one.
Whatever will fit.
Whatever will fit between the corner cabinet and the fridge, and then also one of those little short ones up on top of the fridge. So this whole thing's gonna have storage, and not open shelving like I wanted. So.
Well, because you got all open shelving, and then that's what you have is open shelving. You can't hide anything. So.
But I was thinking I could get some of those pretty glass containers and put my sugars and flour and all those things in the pretty containers and put some plants on there hanging down, and I don't know, we'll see. But I do love how the white's pulling in the white from the wallpaper, and then the orange cedar trim color has the orange and the peaches in the wallpaper. I want to say a big old hi to Brooke. We met her up in Walmart in Kenai a couple days ago. It was nice meeting you, Brooke.
Yeah, she was saying that they're going to be building down this way at some point. All right.
Looks good. Okay.
Good enough for government work.
All right. We got the oven moved over here. I guess we just need to stick that back in its spot.
We got a 36 inch because this is a 36 inch, a 30 inch. So we have a 36 inch base now that's going to go into this spot over here.
Wait.
Move it a little bit more.
You know, you probably should have measured out and put your thing on the wall.
Well, I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to get this all leveled too.
Yeah. But that's enough for tonight.
Yeah. Temporary stuff. I'll work on this again tomorrow. All right, so we just got our 36 inch base cabinet put in, leveled, and I put in some little braces for the countertop back there, so it kind of helps hold it up, so it's not just floating. You know, it's such a shame that there's so much dead space there. If you guys got any comments, or if you guys have any ideas, I mean, is there any way to make this a usable space? If you have any ideas, drop a comment, let me know. Because it just seems like, I mean, look at this. And that's just such a huge wasted space. I don't know what you could do with it, though. I'm going to be putting a piece of filler in. Here we have two pieces that will make a corner, so that will be, you know, hidden. But it just seems like that there should be something you could do with that. But I'm not sure. All right, we got to get our stove set where it's got to go, and then we can measure and cut our piece of countertop to set across here. And then we'll start working on the rest of the other side of the kitchen. We'll be replacing this stove at some point too. I think we're going to get almost the same exact model though. I don't want anything that's got any kind of electric on it. You know, so it's just all, you know, the igniters will be run with a battery. And let's see if I can just adjust. Yeah, this foot is completely disproportionate to the other one. Guys, come on down.
Back. Kaiser. Gidget, come on, let's get back. I don't know why you're on the floor.
Hold on. All right, set it down easily. Oh, she got me right in the mouth.
Oh.
Easy back, baby.
Yeah, that's
solid. All right, guys, come on, everybody back. We got a million dogs licking me in.
Come on, guys, back.
Come on, everybody back. I know, sweet girl.
Come on. I don't even think you can.
I know, yeah.
I can see you getting attacked by dogs.
I know, baby. You're on my level.
Yeah.
All right, everybody back. Come on.
Is that okay? Oh my goodness.
Holy cow, guys. Oh my goodness. Gidgie's really lovely. She likes to lick. All right, so that's better.
Yeah. Much better.
All right, the dog drool off my face. All right, so we got a piece of countertop cut. Chandra's going to put the beeswax sealer stuff on that we've been using, and then I'm going to put on some of these little brackets. Basically, they're just going to set back here, and that way the countertop, I can get in from underneath and screw the countertop down so it's hooked to the cabinet. So I'll be doing that on all these at some point here.
Where's our beeswax?
Oh, down in behind the bucket. I should have got that before I put the top back on.
Yeah, it doesn't want to come out of the container because it's cold. The directions say you need to do this within 48 hours of taking it out of the plastic wrap.
Yeah, I guess that way it doesn't absorb any moisture. They say it can split or something, but I don't know if it would or not. But they're probably just trying to cover their butts. But
more likely,
it's a good idea just to do it anyway, though, just in case. They got me liking it on the floor.
Yeah.
Like I told you guys before, we really like the look of this side. But see, they have like some filler in, and I like the knots myself. It gives it more character. But you would need to, you probably need to put like a poly or something wipe on that would fill the voids, because these would hold
food stuff.
Yeah. But it looks better.
It definitely looks nicer.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's all for the underside.
We've used the beeswax and we use this just cutting board oil.
Yeah.
And they both seem to have the similar results. So.
Yeah, they both came out the same color.
Yeah. More up close shot. You can see it definitely changes the color of it. It's so light beforehand. Mm-hmm. Really makes it look nice. Really makes the wood grain pop.
Yeah, it's a real honey color.
Yeah. So you'll definitely want to keep them though for the other piece. Wow, looks good.
It does look good.
It's looking like a kitchen, guys. Oh, the drawer was open.
Oh.
It's still a little bit less than one, but it doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter, does it, Hunty Boy? Yeah. Yeah, looks good.
That's gonna be so much more counter space to work on now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because we've been working off of pieces of countertop, you know, that we just set on there here and there. These are dark. This one here, we'll try to do a couple more coats on this one. This cabinet here, I do some shimming. I got a piece of block on the floor so that we can screw that to it so that it's sturdy. And then we got a notch for our beam. Careful. That tile.
It's a greasy mess.
Yep.
Just enough of it to finish it.
Okay.
Hopefully I'm gonna have just enough.
Yeah, should.
Yeah, I think so. Won't be close. Let's clear down to there. Exact amount.
So we're putting those L brackets on so that we can hook our countertop down. This one, get that one. I already got the other two put on the wall side. Alright, I'm going to set this down there. I'll get them from the other side and I'll run the screws up into the countertop, some short ones.
Everything's great.
I built something back in here to make that more finished look, and then we got a strip that goes in here, up here, that finishes that off. Same thing over there. So there's little finishing touches, you know, that we've got to do yet. Move your hand here for a second. There you go. All right.
And now the doors got open.
Which ways are open? There.
You take it. Oh, we need another doorknob. So you need to measure over there and see what size of a cabinet we're gonna have there. Yep. 18 on the money.
Yep, we know that's the wrong one. Like I said, they didn't have the other one that we needed, so we got to go back and get this. Was the one we had over there, so we just painted it white just so we could stick it up for the time being. We got to pull it down anyway because we need to finish the stuff, and then when we get our proper.
Yeah, we ran out of wallpaper, so we got to order more. It won't be here till next week. So
we want to put some storage for right now, so we'll get the other proper cabinet because we have one more small cabinet we're putting. What size we're putting over here?
That's why I was handing you the tape measure. I don't know.
We can actually do an 18.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh well. Okay, well that's probably what we'll do then. Is an 18.
Yeah, so we'll do an 18.
And then above the fridge, we're gonna do a 30.
Yeah,
right?
The 30. Yeah, that's kind of a short one above it.
How wide is that fridge? Oh, that'll be perfect. Okay.
7 or something like that.
Okay.
We'll still have to bump into that, so that'll be fine.
Oh.
Because
is there enough room to do that if we do an 18?
Well, it should be. So if our 18 gonna come right there.
Yeah.
So the 30.
Is it our
Oh, you know what?
Ah, see. Probably have to do a 15.
Yeah, I think so because.
Well, I tell you, measure from the trim all the way over, and we'll just measure all the way.
30, huh? We're like 47.
So yeah, so there's only 17 inches.
Yeah.
So we'll have to do a 15-inch cabinet there is what we'll have to do.
We'll do a 15 and then the 30.
Yeah.
And that way it gives us a bunch of storage over here. We have, stuff that we don't use a lot can go above the fridge. But yeah, having another one over here would be good, the 15. So that's a good day you didn't have the 18 because
we would have bought it.
Would have been wrong.
Yep.
All right, so that's where we're at to this point. Like I said, we have a few little things to, little odds and ends to tidy up in a couple of the cabinets that they didn't have that we had to get. And a little bit of wallpaper. But beyond that, the kitchen's pretty much done. Like I said.
A close up of the wallpaper, so I don't know if they can see it real well.
It's got like some oranges and birds and some flowers on it. And then like we said too, we got to finish up our wallpaper on this side. And our last few cabinets. Like I said, and then just a few little odds and ends to tidy up. I think our next project is getting our flooring in.
Well, we've been waiting for like 2 years for this to get done. I'm so happy to have a kitchen again. It turned out way better than I even had hoped. Thank you, Craig. You did an excellent job.
Makes the space look bigger.
I feel like it makes it does.
I'll pull back here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Over by the living room, but I mean, it actually gives a defined space now to the kitchen a little bit more.
Oh, when we get a ceiling in it too, it'll make it,
Yep, and I think we're just going to do the same metal ceiling that we have out in the living room area. Just do it here, that way it reflects the light around. Keeps it light looking that way.
Yeah.
And then on the back side of this, I'll just be putting some of the white material that's on the sides, and I'm going to build a little shelving unit to set back in behind there that we can use for different odds and ends. But it's nice having this little L shape right here. It gives so much more room for cooking.
Well, it's a more defined space. It just feels like it's now you're walking into the kitchen.
Yeah.
So. Super happy.
All right, guys. Remember, like, subscribe, comment,
and we'll see you next time.